Hello, everyone. My name is DeAndre, or you can call me Dre for short. I'm sure all of you saw my last video about the best places to reside and to live in. And just to let all you know that those are just my perspectives. And I want today I want to talk to all of you who are watching this. I want to talk to you about my style and my life and and the way that I am. I am an Aquarius, so my birthday is January, and it's during the winter. I live I live here in Connecticut in the New Haven County side. It's okay, and it's not bad. It's just it could be hard to socialize with anyone, and it could be kind of a little antisocial, but some places are better than some. I My life revolves around nature and the natural world. What I mean by that is my life revolves around wildlife refuges, conservation areas, and forest preserves and things like that. I admire everything about the natural world and the wildlife and the forest and the backcountry and the woods and so forth. The boondocks is my favorite place to be, and it's always been, and it always will be. There's nothing better than being in the boondocks or in the backcountry where wildlife refuges and conservation and nature preserve. Those areas are beautiful, they're unique, they're peaceful. No one bothers you out there, except for sometimes the animals, but that's the least. I would really like to live in those areas. And with me living in Waterbury area here in Connecticut, in the Bunker Hill side, in the Carrington district, it's all right, but if I if I had my own house, I would definitely move somewhere where it has a lot of boondocks and out in the country, in those rural areas, cuz I really love those areas. I honestly am not a city person. And another thing that my life revolves around is heavy metal, rock steady and hard rock music and jams and albums and ballads and roots. Because I am a Jamaican. My parents are straight up from Jamaica, so I love my Jamaican roots, rock steady, hard rock music and jams for sure. I honestly am against sex, and what I mean by that is I want to have a lifestyle that does not involve sex or sexual intimacy and things like that. I've never had an interest in sex. Was never It never appealed to me, and I never cared about it. I want to have a celibacy, sex-free lifestyle. I've never had a relationship, honestly, for all these years. I've never been in one or experienced one. So, And honestly, I don't care. I really don't care because it's hard to find that right one. It's hard to find that partner that would respect the sexual boundaries and things of that sort. You can hardly find a girl or a boy or anyone to be in a relationship with because they have a hard time respecting your sexual boundaries, and it's sad that they're obsessed with sex and that they think a lot of them out there think that sex is the only way to have fun, and that sex is everything, and that is sad and that is disgraceful. Because in my perspective, there are other ways to have fun that do not involve sex. There you could watch them. We could like, watch movies, listen to music with each other, and just kick it up with each other and at each other's houses or anywhere. I mean, honestly, and another thing about me is I don't like parties. I'm not a big fan of parties. I'm not really a party person. The only instances where I'm at parties are when I'm at a school function or at my mom's ex-husband's function where a lot of 50-year-olds and 60-year-olds and middle-aged persons are. But that's the only that those are the only occasions where I experience parties and functions. I've never been to a high school party or a college party before. My life, all my life revolves around is archery, bow and arrow, nature, animals, wildlife refuges and conservation, nature preserves and forestry, and gun ranges. That's all my life revolves around, honestly. And I'm not joking. I am against weed, I'm against drugs and narcotics. I don't like tattoos. I don't like piercings. I don't like the chokers or the nose rings and things like that. Why? Well, because it's not my style. Those types of things are not my style, and those are not my types of things that I'm into. One of the biggest things that I'm into is Swiss and German clothing brands and attire and apparel. Like I have on Swiss and German clothes and apparel right now. I have always been dressing in Swiss and German clothing brands and apparel and attire for the longest while, all these years. And I've never had video games before of any type. I've never experienced video games and I've never owned any. I'm a different soul. I'm a different person. I've never experienced any type of video game whatsoever. And I'm dead serious about that. I'm not big in the technology devices or any sort like that. And again, as I said before, I've never had a relationship or a girlfriend or a intimate partner of any kind. I've only had a few friends. And here are one of the facts about me and my lifestyle. I am cheap. I'm economic when it comes to money management. For example, I am not gonna go buy the most expensive car or expensive clothing brands and things like that. I am so cheap and economic that I always go thrift shopping. I get good deals and good bargains from H&M, Old Navy, Macy's, TJ Maxx and Marshalls and Burlington. I am not for expensive clothing brands and retail apparel. I hate it when I see anyone that tries to impress others because they have expensive jewelry, diamonds and necklaces and clothing brands and cars. It really just kills me because I honestly can't stand it when others out there try to be flashy on what they have and what they own and what they possess. It really annoys me and it irritates me. I can't stand that. I've never been obsessed with jewelry or necklaces or expensive clothing brands, and I've never liked expensive cars and vehicles and automobiles. I've never even been interested in resorts and hotels. I don't care how nice the resorts or hotels are. I've always been interested in properties and houses and estates that are the cheapest and that are of low cost and that are of good bargaining and good deals. And again, to all of you who are watching this, my name is DeAndre Cardi. That is the story of my life and my lifestyle and my ways. I hope you all understand what I've said to you and the story of my life. Peace out to you all. Stay tuned for my next videos and channels. Ta-ta. Have a good day and stay safe, everyone.